Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy KAIO and I'm back again this time to give you another One Piece video, and in today's video of course I'm going to be discussing the latest One Piece chapter. I just want to say big up on Kiku because, you know, I originally thought that Kiku either lost an arm or half the body had just been blown off and that was the end of Kiku. But no, it's not. Good thing is Kiku is still alive, pretty much just lost an arm and is ready to go again. Yeah, so let's go. Like, big up with Kiku and Kaido. Oh my god, Kaido. He's just like, yeah, the best thing ever is after everything is just to pretty much just die, really. Like, that's how you do it. You just die. That's how Roger and Whitebeard done it. They done what they needed to do and died. That's pretty much it. And you see this big, like, menacing smile from Kaido. It's great. It's amazing. And Kinemon is just like, yeah, no, there's no, like, joy or glory, like, dying and losing to you. So they're ready to go again. Round 2 or round 3, I guess, because technically they took down Kaido first. Then Kaido laughed at them, got back up, blew off Kiku's arm. So yeah, round 3, I guess you could call it round 3. Yeah, no, so that would be interesting to see where that goes. I still think they're going to die. That's still on the table. The cards are still there for them to be wiped out by Kaido. And depending on where it goes, I mean, does Kaido really need other people to come in? Not really. I mean, Jack's pretty much out for the count. And there's not really anyone else there. I mean, King and Queen are doing their own little thing, which I will get to Queen in a minute. King didn't see at all this chapter. Apu and Queen had a very, very funny moment, and I'm still on the boat for Zoro to fight, well, basically it looks like Apu now, and Queen. I still think those two, there's going to be a fight. But with the Akazaya 9 and Kaido stuff, things are heating up. Things are getting very, very interesting because Kaido just seems like he's just going to just wipe the floor with them, and he's just going to make them look like nothing. But with the Akazaya 9, they're already, like, they're assembled like Avenger style. But in this case, it's going to be more like Infinity War for the Akazaya 9. That's that way. Whereas the end game is more like Luffy and the rest of the Straw Hats. But unfortunately, I'm sorry for the Akazaya 9. Yeah, this is Infinity War time for you guys. Except Kaido's just not going to do a snap. The snap he's going to do is going to be a deadly one. Of course, the snap is deadly anyway, but what Kaido's going to do is going to be it's going to be very painful. Oh my god, I feel for the Akazaya 9 so much. Because Kaido just looking like, how do I explain this? You've got that sort of psychotic killer in a film where the eyes just go like really big and they got this really big smile. It's kind of like really creepy and menacing. But Kaido's ready to go. He's excited. My god, is that guy excited. He's ready to throw hands, ready to crack the tail. I don't know, even though he's in human form, but he could go back into dragon form and crack the tail. Oh my god, this is going to be epic. Kaido is going to be whipping some butt. Oda, please show this. For the love of God, I want to see how menacing Kaido really is, because he is excited. I'm excited just seeing Kaido like this. You'd expect me to be excited for the Akazaya 9, but do you know what it is? And this is like comparing it to the other Yonko. See, with Big Mum during Whole Cake Island, she had moments where she had her hunger pangs and all that and chasing after the Straw Hats, and then pretty much at the wedding as well, where she was stopping Gear 4. But there was just something that was missing, and Kaido's got it right now. But there is a bit of a difference, especially with this. And then when you look at Whitebeard, Whitebeard was pretty much at Marineford was the last time I got this excited and I was ready, because I've noticed with Yonko they had this very sort of gleaming like look that when they're really excited, they're going to go. But the difference with Big Mum is her excitement really comes from her hunger pangs when she's like really hungry. So yeah, it's there, but it's not compared to the likes of Kaido and Whitebeard. With Whitebeard, on the other hand, to me, Whitebeard is pretty much that guy that's just like, yeah, this is going to be fun. But when it came to being in Marineford, of course, he's got that menacing look. He's got that sort of like, oh, if you kill Ace or try to kill my son, I'm going to get you. So he had that same menacing look. But flip this with Kaido, on the other hand, because Kaido's seen like the bad guy compared to the Akazaya 9, which he is because he is a pirate after all. But pretty much Kaido is making, he made this chapter hype. It's funny because you can see both sides, and I like the way that Oda did this. This is the way that I took this chapter. So right at the start, it focused on Kaido, And then at the end, it focused on Yamato. But when you look at the stuff with Kaido, Kaido's pretty much saying, well, he's going to love every single moment of just like eliminating Yakuza and 9. Whereas when you look at Yamato, Yamato's got more of a straight face, whereas Kaido's got that big gleaming look in his face, and he's like really happy. He's like, oh yeah. And then you got Yamato who's pretty much saying, well, my other name's Yamato, and pretty much is going to protect Momonosuke. My God, Yamato looked fantastic in that last shot. What a way to end off the chapter. But it just goes to show the different parallels and just the way that each other, so like Yamato and Kaido, even though that they're basically father and son, even though Yamato is a girl, but they, you know, Kaido refers to Yamato as a son, so we will stick with that. It pretty much goes to show the difference between them. Kaido is just like an absolute brutal killing machine when people get in his way. Like, he does not care. Whereas Yamato seems to be like Kazuki Oden, which is why when you see what was said with Shinobu, like the little conversation that they had, being Yamato and Shinobu, and saying that, you know, your words really moved me and it brought me to tears, etc. That's where you could see that she loved the Kazuki Oden backstory. So there you can see a huge difference. You see more along the lines of just how different. It's like you have one guy who's just insane and one person who's pretty much just like, yeah, I'm gonna be the good person here. I'm gonna be the good guy. And that's just the way that Yamato is. And of course, there's a 2-week break as well. That's going to be fun because, Oda, you've done it again. You always do this. You give us like this really, really like hype moment. And then you're like, yeah, I'm just going to go on break for like 2 weeks. So you guys are just going to have to wait. I'm just literally just going to tease you here. Thanks, Oda. Thank you very, very much. But you know what? It's always worth the wait at the end of the day. Anyways, moving on from the Kaido stuff. I do want to touch on the Yamato stuff anyway. Just a little teeny bit more. So, as I said, I do still think that Zoro and Queen are going to fight, because the more you look at it, it seems more along the lines that Zoro is going to be fighting, because the way that these ice onis, that's what they're called, so these ice onis that get infected by the plague, they pretty much change into like these beastly, awesome beast type looking things, and there is an antidote, but you have to get it within that hour time limit, or they're pretty much just done for, they're going to die. And so the way it is, you can see Zoro had already pretty much attacked one of them, and the way it's going, it seems like, of course, he's after Apu now to get the antidote, but I'm thinking after that, Zoro's going to still want to fight Queen because, you know, of what Queen's done, and the way that these guys are potentially very, very dangerous, because if you have certain characters that get, like Queen was pretty much saying, like, the way it was explained is, it doesn't matter if they're your friend, your foe, or whatever, how strong they are, they're still going to get infected, and it could still do some serious amount of damage. And it made me think. So we saw what happened with Hyogoro. Obviously, he didn't get infected, but pretty much one of his guys got infected, and he was going to kill himself until Hyogoro said, well, no, look, don't, and if anything does happen, I will take you down myself. So it makes me think something. Is there a potential Straw Hat, or maybe someone within like the alliance that they have? Is it possible that someone will get infected, that Zoro will potentially have to fight, and he doesn't have the antidote? But is it more along the lines going to be like a fight with Queen? So like he has to fight with Queen, he wins in the end and manages to get the antidote. I think that'd be a very good twist if Oda did that. It's about time that something happened to someone very close that Zoro would fight for, and I'm wondering who it could possibly be. So say if it's like Chopper, or say if it's like Robin, for example, just one of those guys that gets infected. I think that would be really cool. Of course, it will be like very sad because we're like, oh no, one of the Straw Hats, but we know that Straw Hats will pretty much get out of this alive. But it's just something I'm prepared to see, and I'm really hoping that would happen. I think it would be a really, really cool idea. But of course, I'm pretty sure I just got something else planned, because at the moment he's pretty much got a game going on with Apu, and pretty much to sort of catch him. So that's what's really going on with that one. And then going obviously forward onto Yamato. So Yamato pretty much is stating that he's going to protect Momonosuke, and the little interaction between her and Momonosuke, and her and Shinobu, was really, really nice, as I said earlier. Just hearing 20 years ago when Yamato was at the execution, and just hearing Shinobu's words, and then appreciating Kazuki Oden a lot more. I mean, come on. I love Odin, you guys love Odin. Well, I hope you love Odin. You should love Odin because it's Odin and Odin's awesome. But with the way that Yamato is going right now, I've got another idea in mind, and I'm going to save that for another video, which I'm going to be releasing. I will be able to release a lot more videos now, guys, because just in case you didn't know, UK is going back into lockdown from next week, so I'll be able to provide more content, more videos, so be prepared for that. So I'm looking forward to releasing 2 more videos. So obviously one being that Luffy video, which will now come out after the one that I'm going to be doing on Yamato, because I feel like this is very important, and it is going to include Luffy somewhat, but not as much, because you can say he's like in that same category, but the way that it's going, the way that Oda's doing this, it seems that, as I've always thought, Yamato's going to have a big thing within this war, and it could possibly be the same thing as what a lot of people are expecting Zoro to do, and that's as much as I'm going to say on that subject. But just, it was something that I was just thinking, like, after reading this chapter, and something that actually came into my mind like a couple of days ago as well, because it's like Yamato is against her father, and Yamato is obviously going to want to see Kaido come crashing down. So we don't know the full extent of Yamato's power, and this is a big chance to see what Yamato's power is like and how strong she truly is. And if the thing that I'm going to talk about in my video with Yamato, depending on how strong she actually is, then maybe we could see even more than what we're going to see, because this is going to be a big fight. Like, this is going to be a huge fight. So overall, yes, a very enjoyable chapter. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to leave it there. If you liked anything I had to say and you enjoyed my video, please give me a big fat thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments below, what were your overall thoughts of the chapter? What did you think about the Kaido stuff, the Queen, the Zoro, and pretty much just anything you enjoyed about the chapter? Or if you've got any theories, let me know. Also, make sure to hit the subscribe button, that'd be amazing. Make sure to turn on notification bell so you guys never ever miss a post, and I'll see you guys for the next video. Until then, see ya.